I'm very proud to work at Bethany Hill School. We're non-sectarian, but we're really special because we were founded and we are sponsored today by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Boston. In the early 90s, there was a real rise in homelessness, and the sisters were really concerned with family homelessness and what that was doing with families. They knew what the role of learning in a person's life, how it can empower people, and how it can create opportunity.
I have grown so much in the past 7 years, how to be more independent. If I need someone to talk to, they've always been there to give me a hand. And every time my kids say, "Mommy, I'm gonna go outside," "Mommy, I'm going downstairs," I have the computer. One more kind of mother asks for the kid to be independent, doing a lot of activities. And for you to be safe, to send them like to the park, go sliding, when in other places you can. It's been really helpful, so I'm really happy to be in Bethany.
We have wonderful volunteers who come in and work specifically with our residents in different areas, tutoring, bringing in a dog to read with our children.
I think of the Read to Daisy program. We have this wonderful non-judgmental listener and a dog, so friendly, so safe, and just a wonderful experience for kids.
Daisy is Debbie's dog, so she lays down. Sometimes she falls asleep. We just read to her.
The presence of children at Bethany Hill School has import not just for the parents. It has impact on the whole community. I think people see, they see their own childhood, but they also see the future, and they see maybe a different future.
There's quite a few children that are still there from when I first moved in. You know, they also came from broken homes and violence. It reminded me of me. But I see them today, and you know, one of them just graduated high school, one of them's graduating college, and it's exciting, you know, and it's an exciting time for me to see that.
The mission of Bethany Hill School is to transform lives through living and learning.
If we hadn't lived at Bethany Hill, I don't think Molly ever would have gone to college, you know, and just being there, having people that were willing to, you know, help her and tutor her and show her that there was a better life.
Unlike a school or a curriculum, we can look at each individual and help them in an individualized way.
For some residents, they're not even ready to articulate a goal. They don't know what their dream is. So it takes a lot of time and a lot of nurturing to help them realize that, number one, that they are good, and that they do have potential.
The process is slow, but it really happens when trust is built and people decide that they're worth it.
I enrolled for high school freshman year, but I never went because I wanted to get married. So I missed out on, you know, high school, the prom, all the good stuff. So I was excited when I had the opportunity to get my GED. Because of the caring, the unconditional love, and the acceptance that was at both New Beginnings and Bethany Hill, I was able to get back on track.
The staff there, their main focus is on education. That became a focus of mine. I have goals, and I'm going to reach them, no matter what.
I was able to, in my 50s, return back to college. Even as we speak, I am a 3.7 student. Mary Mitchell was there for me the whole time. She says, "I will not let you fail." And even when I tried to fail, she wouldn't let me do it. She says, "Nope, study an hour longer." "I'm tired, Mary, study an hour longer."
When a resident walks into my office and says, "I want a GED, I want to get a better job," the first thing that I try to assess with that person is, are you 51% invested in this process? Because all I can give you is 49%.
They have expectations, which are good expectations.
It was interesting getting used to it. Someone, you know, putting notes under your door and you know, just checking on you, seeing what you're doing, and it helped me to kind of stay focused.
We try to help them set goals and take baby steps and move toward little victories, little successes. I call them little miracles.
Last year I graduated. It was the greatest day of my life, I think, walking across that stage and then looking out and seeing Sister Denise and Sister Betsy, my friend Leon, and my son. It just made me feel whole.
I feel that one of the goals at Bethany Hill is to build a community.
Empowerment gets talked about a lot, but there's a real belief here in what people can do and what people can do together for themselves.
What I like about the community is it's caring, there's struggles. You can see the struggles that go on. I try to help as much as I can.
It's like an intentional community, but it's the right balance of community in your own private space.
Me personally, I just wanted a place to live, and what I got in return was not only a place to live, but a community that I live in.
The other thing that I love to compare my ministry at Bethany Hill is to a garden. I see the work I do at Bethany Hill in terms of the planter and also the nurturer, and the hope that what they plant will come to fruition in their lives.
And I've been growing potatoes and corn, and I found out potatoes is the best thing to grow in winter rye, and so I'll have stalks of rye and around August, and I'm going to grow potatoes all around them. So I'm just looking forward to that.
I hadn't really attempted to plant a garden in years. I grew a strawberry garden when I was in high school, but this was a better season for me, I think. I really think Bethany Hill School has offered most people that go there the opportunity to better themselves, sometimes by doing things that they never thought they could accomplish. So it's really been very, very positive in terms of getting back on track, figuring out what people want to do after their recovery, and it offers them possibilities and hope.
Someone had asked me once, when I told them I had been at Bethany Hill for 16 years, how long I thought I would continue to stay. And what I told them was I would continue to stay as long as I saw miracles happening. Miracles are happening every day, and I'm really happy and proud to be a part of the ongoing miracle making at Bethany Hill School.